Citrus fruits are an often overlooked marvel. While unassuming, the diversity we have today is the result of generations of cultivation. It is understood that the three original citrus fruits are the mandarin, the pomelo, and the citron, and that every other is simply a hybrid of these three. And lemons are no different. They were selectively bred only a couple thousand years ago. Unlike many other cultivated citrus, lemon are not sweet. Their peels are full of bitter oils, and the plump insides sting the tongue with sharp, sour juice. Why then have lemons survived these millennia despite their astringent reputation? Lemons were never meant to be eaten alone. Elbert Hubbard once wrote of the turn-of-the-century comedian Marshall Pinckney Wilder. He picked up the lemons that fate had sent him and started a lemonade stand. Now, Wilder had been born with a form of dwarfism as well as spinal deformities, and yet his life and career had been very successful. The metaphor of turning lemons to lemonade can be considered somewhat trite in modern times, but Hubbard's use at this time was novel. However, like with many other commonplace expressions, its sentiment and meaning is often taken for granted, overlooked. On the surface, the implication is that a lemon is unfortunate, unwanted, or unmerited, and popular culture has continued this tarnishing with the term lemon coming to mean defective. I do not believe that anyone has this opinion of lemons, however. When one thinks of enjoying a lemon, one imagines the fresh, airy vapors of oil squeezed from the peel onto a beverage. One thinks of the tart flavors adding complexity to the dull, hearty taste of fried fish. Lemons are understood as an enhancer, a flavor, an ingredient. Now that the wash is down, let's step away to let it dry. I once had an art teacher who used to say, "Let Mr. Watercolor paint now." Lemonade is one of those simple pleasures which is not complicated to make, but when done correctly is an irresistible treat for a thirsty throat. It starts with lemons and any other citrus one might want to include as well. Today it is lemon and kumquat. Pressing the citrus with the peels adds some of the fragrant bitter oils into the lemonade. Once the juice is extracted, add as much sugar by weight and include a few pinches of salt to add complexity to the taste. Stir this until the sugar dissolves. 1 part of syrup to 5 or 6 parts of cold water finishes it into lemonade. The tart lemon juice is balanced by the salty sweetness, and the aroma of lemon oil satisfies the senses. It is perfect in a glass or two, or three. Now that the wash is dry, it's time to paint again. What Hubbard was remarking on is that, despite what many would classify as a disability, Marshall P. Wilder accepted his physical attributes and used them to build something. Like a lemon, they were an ingredient he used to flavor his performances. His humor was relatable, humble, self-deprecating. He connected with his audiences on a personal level and made them laugh and feel at ease. He was known as the Prince of Entertainers and the Entertainer of Princes. And there is only one known recording of him.
Stories About the Baby by Marshall P. Wilder, Edison Records.
Have you ever noticed that proud father or mother, when they taught out little Charlie or Willie, as the case may be, tell us some bright remarks they made? Them very bright and very funny. The youth falls utterly flat. The other day a friend of mine sent a child to the drugstore. Everything said,
my mother sent me for some brown stills.
what kind, dear?
Brown stills.
We have a great variety of brown stills. Now, what kind do you want? Anti-bilious?
No, sir. My uncle's sick.
Out here in the country, a friend of mine got a child out of bed at 4 o'clock in the morning. Sent her down the drug place. She rang the bell. The man looked out the window and said, who's there?
And my question to you is this: what is your lemon? And as I finish up this painting, I should leave you with this poem by Emily Dickinson. Hope is the thing with feathers that perches in the soul and sings the tune without the words and never stops at all. And sweetest in the gale is heard, and sore must be the storm that could abash the little bird that kept so many warm. I've heard it in the chillest land and on the strangest sea, yet never in extremity it asked a crumb of me.